Hey guys, Yukikaze here once again, and well, look what we have here this time. In yet another series of financially irresponsible decisions, I have also purchased a starter deck, right? This is the starter deck for the entire whole life official card game now. So you can say I am technically equipped to actually begin playing the game. But as I've mentioned in the past two videos, I don't think I will be doing so at this point in time. Uh, Not that the community is small. I believe there is at least a few people who are into it. I saw the tournament at Table Conquest last week. So there was a Bushiroad tournament. I think there were quite a few players, enough to form a top 10. I think there was a top 10 winner. So a top 10 list of winners, and they were, posing with their uh, trophies, which were I think some pretty rare cards. So you can say there are at least 10 players here. Probably, my guess is, to have like a decent tournament, you probably need like 20, 30, maybe even up to 50 players to actually come choose, whittle it down to 10, the top 10. So yes, technically I am equipped to play the game. And why did I decide to get the starter deck? It's because it actually has some, I would say, a couple of unique uh, cards that I don't think the booster packs have. At least I have verified this on the Japanese card list as well as the English card list. So uh, yes, the starter decks do have some unique cards, which I think are the leader cards actually. And I believe this will continue for the upcoming other starters that have been earmarked for release. So upcoming on October 17, I think is the Nakiri Ayame starter, Yuzuki Choco starter, and the Nekomata Okayu starter. Along the Quintet Spectrum, which is the volume 2 of the entire whole life release. So, this deck cost me $26 on discount, and yes, as you'll discover later on, my fears will be realized, because there definitely will be dupes, especially the energy cards, which at this point I have no freaking idea what to do with them. Any suggestions are welcome, right? So yes, we've gone right into it very quickly, but just to for the collectors out there, so this is the box for the starter deck. It's green in color. You have AZKi on the lower left, and Sora Tokino, the very first VTuber under Cover Corporation, on the top right. Uh, AZKi, I think she's literally the. Is she second? I can't remember if she was the second, but she definitely joined very, very early on. I think she's essentially considered Gen Zero as well. So originally, she was supposed to be just a musician under the side project known as the Inonaka music brand INNK. But I'm not too exactly sure of the details. But essentially, this project did not go very well. I think maybe there wasn't enough resources dedicated to hype and marketing, or maybe it just didn't have the effect. So anyway, it didn't go very well, and ASCII actually languished for quite a couple of years, doing a bit of singing and the normal streaming stuff. So I think essentially they basically decided that the side projects of the side singer projects on their own didn't make much sense. So they sort of folded her back into the larger Hololive brand, and so now here she is, and she's actually steadily getting very popular, because partly also her own style in streaming. It's actually pretty interesting. She has a very good voice, obviously, I would say one of the top singers in Hololive. But yeah, I mean her speaking voice is actually quite nice as well. She has that One-san vibe, I think. Can go a bit yandere at times, but also very cutesy. I think her geoguesser, uh, she's apparently very good at geoguesser, especially in Japan. So within Japan, so that got her quite a bit of fame. On top of her singing, so we have, and so here she is today, and basically, you can say the two of them are essentially the founding, not the fathers, I guess, the founding daughters of Whole Life, one of the first few talents under the company. So, yes, the box is like this, and for the English release, just to take note, the difference between the English release and the Japanese release is basically here, in the form of the signature. I think everywhere else is the same, except for right here. So, the Japanese release has Sora-chan, doing her signature in hiragana, so it would be literally Tokino Sora. Whereas for the English version, she signs off in English. So AZKi remains the same because her name is literally letters. So yeah, there's not much change. So uh, if you're getting the starter deck yourself, just keep a lookout for online listings. If they don't specifically say that it's English outright, just look at the listing image, and if you see this, it should be pretty clear that it's the English version. But of course, just to be doubly sure, you would keep you would check with the seller, of course, right? But yeah, this is basically what it is. Of course, the rest of the box, it'll be in English. But of course, the listings don't actually tell you. At very few of the online listings that I see actually show what is behind, right? So, or even on the side. So, okay, so on the side here we have AZKi on one side and Sora on one side, the English instructions, and uh, the what you have in this box is, of course, is in English, and the Japanese would be in Japanese, right? Yes. So, yep, basically, yeah, they already warn you right away that they are dupes, because of the nature of the product. So yeah, we will see as we go along. This one is from is the oh, okay, it's just a e-release information, I guess, for whatever reason. So I'll just open it right here and right now. Just let me do the honors. Sorry, just hang on for a bit. Alright, so here we have open. Okay, you already see the cards right there, very nicely packaged. Okay, drops off, but okay, we'll get to that later very quickly. So what is included in the pack? These counters, which if you have seen other videos on this, I think they do explain that they are damage counters or something like that. Apparently, Hololive actually has a product release that has solid 3D counters that look very beautiful, like crystals. Like, yeah, little triangular crystals that serve the same purpose. So there is a playmat as well. I will not be opening this because I don't intend to play. And I think there's a rule sheet inside. So, yep, with that aside, you can see the card is just in a very protective cardboard casing, with a lot of space for movement. Yep, and very typical of Japanese product packaging, actually. And it's I think there's a slot, it slides down so you can kind of pull it out. But anyway, let's just let's just do this. So again, the back of the card, but there's also something unique which I will get to that as well. Okay, so there's this little band here. Okay, moving it. All right, so that's done. You can see the tons of dupes I'm gonna get. So where is that thing? Okay, yeah. So the other bag, which I only realized and looking at other people's videos, it's white. So we have two actually. The playing cards are khaki green and black, shiny, with that spot UV treatment to it. Whereas there's this white background with almost you can sort of faintly see. I think it's a rainbow gradient, but of course it's more uh, aligned purple and blue, right? Uh, so more on the other end, the right end of the color spectrum, the cooler end of the color spectrum. I think probably because the Hololive brand color is blue, right? So I think this sort of is it applies to it lah. Yeah, right. So basic or what is this for? It's actually for the what they call the cheer cards. So there are four different elements. There's green, white. I think there's what are the other colors? Red and I think it's red and blue. So basically the primary colors. Uh, if I understand correctly, the cheer cards are basically energy cards. So I think this has 20 cheer cards in there, which other than a couple that I'm going to put on display, again, they are going to be dupes. So I don't know what I would do with them. Anyway, getting to the cards, but without further ado, so these are the two unique cards which I think the Blooming Radiance booster pack does not have. It's the Tokino Sora leader card. Okay, so it's also using the white background. Very nice, very glossy, with the foil treatment and everything. Check it out. Yep. It's Sora in her debut costume. This off shoulder top, a bit of a midriff bearing, and a kind of short skirt over there. Yep, and of course we have the AZKi leader card as well. Since her color scheme is like pink and white, so the gloss treatment goes again on the cooler side of the spectrum, more purplish and stuff. Yep, there you have it. The rules are there. I won't be explaining them, obviously, because I don't even have any idea what it is. Maybe except the reference, right? So for example, like the soul that makes you my enemy, I think it came from the not Warcraft, sorry, Minecraft stream quite way back. I think it was started by Aqua back then when she was doing that whole life resistance thing, and they encountered Sora, and basically she innocently said this line like, so that makes you my enemy. I think it was Japanese something something. Watashi no teki da, or stuff like that, right? And it just sounded cute and exceedingly threatening as well, and it just became a very big meme overnight. For AZKi, let's see, map in my left hand, I think, and the mic in my right hand, I think is a reference to her singing background as well as her Joe Gesser expertise. So, what are these rarities? OSR, let's see again. Yeah, okay, so OSR, HSD stands for Whole Life Starter Deck. I think that's the designation. So OSR, they are the OSR rarity, which basically is, I think, near the top already. OSR, because they are full art. Oh shit, just look at that. You can see a Sora over here in the holograph. Oh, okay, okay, that's really cool. Yep, but so OSRs are like near the top tier in terms of rarity. Value wise, I'm not sure, but yes, top tier because of the treatment, the art treatment. Of course, it's full, what they call full art, right? Now, taking a leaf from the Pokemon book full art, so there are no borders. For AZKi, let's see what is anything in the pattern hologram. Lots of lines here and there. I'm not sure if it's a reference to anything. Okay, yeah, I think the Sora one's really freaking cool. Just check it out. Damn, son. Yeah, okay, so I guess you can say I spent the $20 just to get these, right? Uh, they're like $10 a piece. We can sort of ignore the rest to a large extent. But no, that's not entirely true. We'll talk about this later. So we have the energy cards for the Sora and AZKi deck. I think it's white and green. So I think there's probably like 10 whites and 10 greens. Okay, no playing card here. Playing card. Okay, yep. So we're done with the energies. Now the playing cards. It's I think we've mentioned the last video, right? So the debut cards are like the level ones. You have to start with them first. So we have 4 Sora starters. And these can be put in Blooming Radiance, and I'm pretty sure I suppose the rest, maybe not pretty sure, but yeah, I suppose the rest of the expansions will also be able to pull them. So the Sora commons, her debut costume. Then we have this first, which is like the next level. This is Sora as well. Which costume is this? It looks very sporty. I vaguely remember seeing it. It gives her a very well. She has that cute vibe anyway, and this is a bit glossy treatment. So I think it's also let's zoom in and see. Okay, it's R rarity. I'm not sure if this is on Blooming Radiance. I can't remember now. But yeah, I think some of the starter deck designs are also unique to the starter deck, as apart from these two, obviously. So, which is why I was advised on Reddit. Actually, thank you Redditors to actually get the starter, or at least hunt down single cards, which I decided not to because at this point the market, I suppose at least in Singapore, is also not very mature enough to have that the English starter deck cards, and I'm not sure if anybody would even be selling the singles. So I mean, now that I have dupes, I might, but yeah, uh, we will see. We'll offer it up for trade. So again, if any of you viewers, you especially if you're located in Singapore, you want some of the dupes, for your own purposes, do hit me up. Always willing to do a trade. Yep, so we have this and more of this is very cute. Also, it's kind of Sora in sleepwear and hugging. I don't know what that is, because her pet, her mascot is like Ankimo, right? The little teddy bear. So I don't know. Is this supposed to represent her fan group? Wait, what what do you even call a fan group? Okay, I don't know. We'd probably just check it out on the wiki, right? Yeah, I probably won't edit and add subtitle and add like subtitles to it. So too bad. Yeah. So we have Sora over here. This is the level 1 as well. Oh wait, this gloss thing is debut, so you can use either. I suppose you can either use the earlier common costume or the this sporty one, and so this is the sleepy. I mean, not really the pajamas kind. Level 1. More level 1s. So these is basic. It's again the debut costume, but singing, holding a mic, because yeah, so Sora kind of, actually she's decent singers. Well, in fact, I think most. Sorry, I just need to adjust my position a bit. And I think definitely, most, if not all of whole life talents do end up singing because they do concerts and stuff. So even the ones who are not so good will get trained to a certain level. They hire like vocal coaches and stuff. So this is what tier is this? Camera zoom in, focus, 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 my man. Can you see it? Okay, so it's a double rare. So double rare Sora, right here, with the whole buzz thingy. I'm not sure if this is a game mechanic or something. Yep. So we have that. Iris common starters, but I think this is not in Blooming Radiance. I last checked. So it's Iris in a default costume, and I do like Iris. Also, just to mention, nice voice, excellent singer. If you know her past life, should I be revealing past lives here? I know the community. Some people in the community don't against it, but okay, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, if you know her past life, if you know, you know. She's an excellent singer, even within her life. Some of her songs, you can check it out. The ones that where she does Eurobeats, very initial D inspired, carbonated love, diamond girlfriend, so on and so forth. Very cute, very nice design. You know, the whole elf ears and stuff. And she's supposed to be a Nephilim, some angel devil hybrid, so she kind of has like horns. But anyway, I digress. Yes, this is unique art to this starter deck because she's holding, she has her hands posed in a heart pose. Doki doki. Yeah. Blooming Radiance irises don't have, as far as I understand. So that's that. So there's two cards. Then we have AZKi Common. Just like the Sora Commons, I think you definitely can pull this. So they are, of course, C. Where's that thing? Yep, C rarity. Yep. Next, AZKi double rares. I think, is this the double rare because it's glossy, right? Oh no, okay, single rare AZKi. Kind of default her debut costume. No, actually no. No. Okay, I think this is her re-debut. Same for the art and everything, because her original model in Inonaka is actually so much different. Her hair, she has shorter hair. I think it was kind of like a bob, a slanted, a bob, top left, top right to bottom left kind of cut. And she was wearing somewhat risk. So I think it was like hot pants and so a lot of exposed skin, over like a pink translucent dress ish. So without that, it's basically she's just like wearing a tank top and wear hot pants, white hot pants, if I remember correctly. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, her initial debut and concept was kind of that. Then I think when she folded back the whole life, it kind of was a re-debut. They redid her art and everything. So she is basically this today, longish hair, the whole white dress, like with the very asymmetric design. So it's a white and a bit of like the explorer trench coat-ish thing on the left, on the right, white on the left. Sorry, I mean my right, my left, right. Yeah. So yeah, and with this is a, sorry, I'm looking beyond the camera. So this is the cap. So she has a cap on. So this like a additional thing to the re-debut costume. Yep. Also very well done actually. Definitely worth adding to my collection. But yep. So duplicates, feel free to get them off my hands. Then we have more of AZKi. This one is just kind of need to appreciate this in closer detail after the video. So she's just wearing a top and a short sleeve top and black dress, A-frame dress. I don't know what you call it. And yet another cap with a gym-ish looking bag. Just going out, extending hands out to you. Maybe listener son. Let's go on a trip together. Yep, nice. And so this is her double rares, right? Just to confirm, yep, a double rare foil, but with the border AZKi in the concert mode-ish, I guess. Boom, the whole lots of effects over, very nice, and of course very beautiful. Which is the entire reason why I got these cards, right? Yep. Then we have Irani, Yo 15. No idea how they came up with the name, but anyway, she just refers to herself as Yofi or Yopi sometimes. So here we have Yofi. She is a crazy polyglot, man. If I remember, so she's Indonesian. Hololive ID, you can see the hashtags. Where are the hashtags? ID Gen 1, so the first generation of ID. She's supposed to be an alien, but she just looks like a girl with lots of paint on her body. So she knows, obviously, she speaks Indonesian and English. I understand that she, if I remember correctly, she knows German, Korean as well, and can't remember if she was learning Spanish, but yeah, she's fluent in Japanese. So initially, before even the wait, I think English Gen came first, right? Then the ID Gen 1. Yeah, so basically at the time when she debuted, she and a few of the other English people, I think it was Kiara mainly, who were English fluent in both English and Japanese, they had to take up double hats in a lot of the collab streams because they were acting as the translators and getting getting everybody to understand each other. When especially if it's a collab between Holo Ian and Holo JP. Oh yeah, and Ina as well, because Ina and Ian also can. Oh wait, freak! Actually, in Holo Ian Gen 1, the fluent Japanese speakers are Ina, Kiara, and oh yeah, Kelly, right? Yeah, so the three of them, they're all pretty fluent. So yeah, but I mean, that's it's still my point that they were all double hatting as translators, right? In whichever collabs. So yep, we have a Yuffie here debut, so it's her default costume right here. Then okay, so again, this is another unique card to the starter. It's Sora's, so basically it's Tokino is both Sora and AZKi together as one, and this one's for the game for those who are interested in the game. Apparently, she can be considered as so both Sora and AZKi. Oh wait, it doesn't say here, but where does it say? Oh yeah, so the extra rules here, right? So this card can be regarded as either Tokino Sora or AZKi. So depending on who you want to play and the playstyle. So whether you are doing green energy or white energy, blah blah blah. But yeah, this is of course unique to the starter deck. I don't think you can pull it in Blooming Radiance. So two of them together holding hands, and I think does Blooming Radiance have dual character cards? Mikorone, right? I think the Miko and Korone cards are in Blooming Radiance. But yeah, so there are these kind of cards scattered throughout the various packs apparently. So there we go. Also, it's glossy. There's a glossy treatment to it. and it's considered a rare, single rarity, right? So that we have, and then we have Kanata, Amane Kanata, and from Coco's Gen 4. Yeah, am I right? Let's see the hashtag. Yep, Gen 4, the Japanese branch, Gen 4. Very interesting character. You know, I mean, the design is the typical, very cutesy, short hair. So she has this angel theme going on with her. She's actually also pretty angelic kind of girl. Seemingly very pure and innocent. Apparently, she lives in the country or something, countryside, and uh, I'm not sure if moving to Tokyo for her whole life was like her big first time in the city or something. But yeah, she has a very interesting character, and it's been so many years now, 4, 5, and she's definitely grown. She's also an excellent singer. Unfortunately, she has some disease. I think it's some ear problem or throat problem. So one of her posts I remember reading says that this is a degenerative disease. Correct me if I'm wrong, because yeah, I'm not 100% on this, but basically it affects her pitch recognition and all that. So eventually she will have to stop because not because she wants to, but she just can't sing. I think at that point in time, but it is not now. I don't think she gave a prognosis on how long it would be, but so we have to enjoy her content while it lasts. Anyway, for these two cards, they are sport cards, which apparently can be used as debut cards, but they cannot level up. So I don't know if they're just like if you draw into your hand and you have no hollow nut, you can't field any of the girls. You can sort of like use them to do so in a pinch. So Kanata is here. Koyori is Gen 5, right? Whole X is Gen, yeah, I think it's Gen 5 or 6. I talked about it last video as well. Because the moment they stop with the numbers, it just gets confusing. I think it's Gen 5 lah, yeah. No, sorry, Gen 5 is Nene's Gen. Gen 4, Gen 3 is Marin, Gen 4 is Kanata Koko, Gen 5 is Nami. Okay, Holo X is Gen 6, so she is interesting. You know, her character is cutesy as well, but you know they design it with like big boobs and stuff. Like it's not humongous, but it's big enough to be worth a mention. So a lot of the designs do kind of show that bit here and there, and she has a bit. She's pretty. I mean, to me, she does play it up a bit. So a bit of the whole sexy, brainy, cute thing, and yeah, very well done. I have not seen much of her streams, mostly clips. Uh, yeah, I think she's a all-round, to me, likable character. Uh, Not one that I am a super big fan of. Although yes, I don't really have a strict Oshi per se. I like many of the girls, right? Uh, I would, for me, she's maybe tier 2. Yeah, because I don't follow her as much. Just simply because of that, and not because of any insult or anything. So anyway, that's that. So I think the rest are event cards, which are power up cards, basically. Uh, Interesting art as well. I think worth to keep. So we have Nodoka-san here, Harusaki Nodoka. She uh, is the second so-called staff member to be recruited per se and be featured in with a VTuber model of her own. The first is of course the very first A-chan. A-chan was Sora's best friend, I think, from high school, and they joined whole life together. A-chan basically supported Sora in the from the early days, so she was basically, I guess you can say she founded probably wrote the SOPs for managing stuff, managing talent, or at least the founding SOPs, which were later expanded on by newer managers and whoever else as the company grew. But that aside, we come to Nodoka. Nodoka was hired, I can't remember when, I think maybe 2 to 3 years ago. Apparently she's pretty talented. She actually can change her voice and stuff and actually sing a bit. So it's like she's half VTuber and half manager and organizer on the site. So you have her on collab streams. I would say maybe like whole life event streams, doing hosting, MCing. That used to be A-chan's job as well, but A-chan has graduated from whole life to, depends on which source you look at. Officially, I think I've heard, okay, not officially or what, again, I'm just shooting off the top of my head, so I don't remember my sources or how official or whatever they are. But yes, I either to take care of the health of her family, or some people speculate that A-chan got pregnant and stuff, so she had to take care of a kid. Right, but in any case, again, if you know, you know, A-chan has re-debuted as another VTuber, independent VTuber now. So congrats to her, and may her career now shine even brighter. No prejudice, of course. And again, we digress. So coming back, Nodoka is again single-handedly tanking. Okay, I mean there are other managers and stuff, but yeah, her role in the whole life structure basically replaces A-chan, which is a very unique role. Step it runs two sides of the house. So I think apart from being very talented on camera, you've got to be well organized on for stuff off camera. So yep, we have three Nodoka power-ups, then a generic Manager Chan card. Let's see what it says. Okay, is it focusing? Focus. Okay, so can only be used if you have one or more cards in hand. Return all cards in your hand to the deck, shuffle it, then draw 5 cards. So yeah, you get to reshuffle your hand. Doesn't say anything. There's no like law or anything. So Mane-chan, 3 Mane-chan cards. Then we have a normal PC. Pretty sure you'll get a lot of dupes of this because Blooming Radiance you can draw. I think again also every booster pack you can draw. So 2 normal PCs. Support item. What is this? Sub PCs. I'm not sure if sub means lousy or a substitute PC or alternate PC at the side. But then you have the super PC, amazing PC. Of course, the ones with the best graphics and everything. You can play the best games. You can also support them with the whole, because I believe they use iPhones, I think, with a proprietary 3D model device to track their movement. So I think running that requires supporting that, and I'm sure it's connected to the computer camera, blah blah blah. Requires a decent amount of CPU and graphics capabilities to run properly on top of internet. So super PC can do everything. Yep. Then these are 2 more cards, which are basically Circle of Whole Life listeners. It's basically everybody here, you and me. If you're a Whole Life fan, listener son. Okay, so 2 of these, and yep, these again. I think they're unique to the starter deck. I'll have to check. Um, yeah, I don't think you can draw this in Blooming Radiance. So it's a first gravity. I'm not sure if this is a reference to the maybe their first collab song together. But yeah, so you see Sora and AZKi, kind of almost not. I don't think it's a clash, but trying to reach out to each other. But there's like a barrier blocking them. First gravity. It's a power card where let's see if the power can tell us something. 6 or less card, look at the top 4, reveal any number of Sora and AZKi and put the reveal, so you can, if they are like Yu-Gi-Oh monsters, basically you get to draw them immediately and put in your hand, which means you can fill them the next turn to do whatever you want with them. Then return everything to the bottom of the deck. Okay, yep. So these are unique cards as well, I think. So basically that is all. That is it, and we have basically opened the entire starter deck, right? So it's quite difficult to organize. So we'll just briefly do so. I'll just keep these two here, very shiny ones. Beautiful. Let's see, a beautiful holograph foil art here. I love it. And yeah, basically that is it. We've open up the entire starter deck, and I'm surprised that I thought this would be shorter, but I yapped way longer than I did for the other two videos. Three, in fact, I think this is like all of them combined. So because the other two were like the other. No, sorry, definitely two. I've not done the third one, so sorry, just a bit. Got lost track of my memory here. Yeah, so the other two were like 14 each, right? 14 to 16, so they're like 30 minutes, and I've yet quite a lot. More about cards and lore rather than gameplay. But moving forward, I think this is what you expect from my content, because I am uh, more interested in collecting than playing. So we'll just, I guess it's visiting a journey of Hololive girls as well, coming together um, as they grow, as we see them grow and grow in the next few years, as their careers grow and their stars get ever brighter, hopefully. And yeah, so there we have it, and I'm sure the English release will catch up quick soon enough to the Japanese ones. I read that the fifth release, or is it the sixth? The next, I think it's the fifth. The fifth release for Japan is also coming out already. I think the feature now is Pecora. It's called Elegant something, if I remember. I can't remember the last. Elegant something. Can't be Radiance, right? They can't repeat the same word, right? Yeah, but yes. So fifth is coming for Japan. The second one is coming for English. There's some catching up to go, but I think of course I believe the eventual aim is to have simultaneous releases for both, right? So I guess it makes sense for the logistics that way. But yeah, I guess it also means that the English folk need to work a bit harder to catch up, especially to in terms of the design, like the words and all, because English and Japanese are different, so the typology, what do you call it? Typography and everything has to be arranged properly, and if there are any changes to the card designs, largely no. Oh yes, I think I forgot to mention. Basically, so the one difference for the English and Japanese starter is the AZKi and Sora commons. So in the Japanese release, there are, I think the AZKi and Sora commons were unique as well. They were chibi versions of the two of them. Very, very cute. So the question it becomes whether I want to collect them or not. We'll see. I definitely am not. I don't think it makes financial sense to buy a Japanese starter deck because I already have the designs, right? Except these two. So it then means that I'll be spending on dupes that to me don't really matter. I mean, Japanese and English, you can they are different languages, but the design is the same. So practically the entire starter deck is the same except these two cards. So whether I will hunt them down as single cards, I've not decided. We'll think about it later on. But yes, I just wanted to point out that they replaced the chibi versions with generic AZKi and Sora commons in the English starter release. Uh, for what reason? I do not know. To me, it's a poor business decision because I mean, hey, it's cute and unique. So why? I don't understand. Like, why did they have to take it out? Like, why it wouldn't hurt to release the same chibi back into the English release, right? Unless I don't know, did the artist say this can't be done, or is that some contractual issue? Yeah, if anybody knows, to comment. But else, it's probably the only disappointing minus. Is probably probably the only minus I would say from the starter deck. The only difference we have here that matters between the English and the Japanese versions of the Hololive official starter deck. And so with that, we've come to the end of yet another opening and yapping video. So let's end it off. It's in the night where I am, but yeah, wherever you're watching this, good morning, good evening, good night to you, and uh, stay tuned for my next videos. And yeah, have a great day, week, whatever ahead. See you in the next video. Whee! Screwing up. Okay. Whee!